There was a man named Daniel who lived in North Carolina. He was the kind of person who always looked at what others were doing. If someone bought a new car, he felt behind. If someone got a promotion, he felt small. If someone traveled, fell in love, or posted a happy picture online, he felt as if his own life wasn't enough. On the outside, Daniel looked like an ordinary guy. He worked a stable job, paid his bills, kept a small friend circle, and lived quietly. But on the inside, he carried a kind of silent pressure, a weight he could never describe to anyone. It wasn't jealousy, it was something worse. The feeling that everyone else was moving ahead while he was stuck in the same place. Instead of building his own life, Daniel spent hours scrolling through social media. Instead of improving himself, he checked on other people. Instead of investing in his growth, he invested his energy in comparison. And slowly, without even realizing it, he began losing pieces of himself. One day, Daniel visited his older cousin, Mark, a calm, grounded man who had built a beautiful life through years of hard work. They sat together on the porch, watching the evening sky fade from orange to purple. Mark looked at him and asked, "You've been quiet lately. What's going on?" Daniel hesitated, then finally spoke. "I feel like everyone's winning except me. People my age are doing so much. Buying homes, starting families, launching businesses, and I'm still here, trying to figure things out." Mark didn't laugh. He didn't judge. He simply nodded and said something that hit Daniel harder than he expected. "You're watching other people live their lives so much that you forgot to live your own." Those words felt like a mirror, a painful, honest mirror. Mark continued, "You think you're behind because you're looking at everybody else's timeline, but you have no idea what they've been through. You don't know their battles. You don't know their sacrifices. You don't know their truth. You're comparing your reality with someone else's highlight reel. If you keep doing that, you'll destroy your peace." Daniel stared at the ground, ashamed, but deeply aware that every word was true. Mark leaned forward, his voice calm but firm. "Let me tell you something. The day you stop chasing people, the day you stop worrying about others, the day you stop looking outside, your whole life will change. Because truly happy people don't focus on others. They focus on themselves, their growth, their progress, their journey." That night, Daniel went home and sat alone in his small apartment. He looked around at the life he had ignored. His books sat unread, his gym bag untouched, his journal empty, his goals buried under distraction. And for the first time in years, something inside him shifted. He whispered to himself, "I have to rebuild myself." The next morning, he woke up at 6 a.m. Not because someone forced him, not because he saw someone else doing it, but because he needed a change. He stretched, drank water, and went for a walk. That simple walk felt like the first step of a new life. He began small, reading 20 minutes a day, eating healthier, working out consistently, improving his finances, limiting social media, journaling his goals, learning new skills. At first, the progress felt slow. Nobody noticed. Nobody praised him. Nobody clapped. But that was exactly the beauty of it. It was his journey, not the world's. With each passing week, his mind became clearer. His confidence returned. His energy improved. He started feeling proud of himself in a way he hadn't felt in years. Months later, Daniel met Mark again. This time, Mark noticed the change instantly. Not in Daniel's looks, but in his eyes. "You look different," Mark said. "Peaceful." Daniel smiled. "I stopped looking at everyone else. Now I only look at who I was yesterday and who I want to become tomorrow." Mark nodded proudly. "That's it. That's the secret. When you focus on yourself, life stops feeling like a race and starts feeling like growth." Daniel finally understood a truth he had ignored his entire life. Your real competition is the person in the mirror. Everyone else is just noise. He had wasted years comparing, but now he was building. He was growing. He was evolving. Not faster than anyone else, not slower than anyone else, but at the pace meant for him, and that was enough. Thanks for spending your time here. If you felt a shift, even a small one, hit that like button and join our growing community by subscribing.